Well, Purim is in the air. Songs, masks, and lots of candy. We have a lot of fun at Purim, but there is also very deep messages. And I want to share, hopefully, one with you today. Everybody knows the story that the Jewish people are in peril and were being ruled by an evil king, and that he takes a wife, and it turns out to be a Jewish girl, and it's Esther, and Esther's uncle is Mordecai, and Mordecai is really the one you hear the most about, and he's making things happen, and he's the one who even wrote down the book of Esther. And now of all the books of Tanakh, it's very interesting that the book of Esther, first of all, it's not called the book of Mordecai. Let's remember it's called the book of Esther. And Esther's the one who really saves the day. And it's an unusual story where she's in the palace and, the decree was made that to really wipe out the Jewish people. It would be a Holocaust. So what does Mordecai do? Of course, he goes to Esther. He says, Esther, you're in the palace. You have to go before the king. You have to beg for the salvation of the Jewish people. And we all know what happened, that Esther said, no, I'm afraid. If I go before the king unannounced and he's not happy with me, off with my hat. And Mordecai says to her, Esther, you think if, God forbid, destruction is going to come to the Jewish people, you and your family are going to be safe in the palace? And if salvation is going to come to the Jewish people, it doesn't have to be through you, but God's placed you at this time in history. And you can make the difference. So she says to him, have all the children fast. Everybody fast. Everybody do tshuva. Everybody, let's have as much merit as possible behind me, and I will go before the king. And of course she goes before the king, and we know she did save the Jewish people. The blessing I give people often when they come to me with situations in their lives that they're struggling with, I say to them, I bless you, I give you a bracha, that not only should you have clarity to know what to do, you should have the courage to live your clarity. Listen, clarity is everything. If you have clarity, then you know the right thing to do. What to do, what to say, what to purchase, what decision to make, which way to turn. Many of us have clarity, but how many of us have the courage to live our clarity? Now, the book of Esther is different than any other book of Tanakh because it's the only book where God's name is never mentioned. But our tradition is that whenever it talks about the king, we're really talking about the King of Kings. So when she goes before the king, she's really going before the King of Kings. When we go before the Almighty, go with clarity, but go with the courage to live your clarity. And He'll help you. And everything can turn. Chag Sameach, Happy Purim, enjoy. I'm Lori, almost live.